What about any pointers for drafting a CSR policy? What is the purpose of the CSR policy? What should it include?
The CSR policy, I believe, is something which is very personal to the corporate. It changes. The CSR policy, according to me, the broad heads would be number one would be your philosophy. Whatever philosophy the corporate shares. Every corporate has a vision. So it's very important that
Right,
you define that vision in your CSR policy. So the first paragraph
right.
of the CSR policy should be the vision statement. That this is the vision which we have. The second would be the
Okay,
CSR policy itself, that is the main policy. So first becomes the
right,
preamble. First becomes the preamble. The
right,
second is your main act. So second is basically
right,
what is it that you are going to undertake. Okay. The
right,
third will then define the budget. Okay. So the
right,
budget is very important. When see Chanakya in Chanakya Niti, he had said that Kosh Purva Sarva Arambha. That before you start anything, Kosh Purva, you need to have and you need to assess whatever money is available to you. The resources are very important. So you need to first define that. So the budgeting is
right.
important. And then the fourth would be the expenditure. A planned expenditure, again, as per the budgeted ones, that this is where
So
we are
you
going to
suggest this should be written in the policy itself?
Yes, yes. So there would be
So the policy will refresh
four
every year,
classifications. It would be the philosophy, the vision, it would be the policy, it would be the budget, it would be the expenditure.
but budget and expenditure will basically change every year then, right?
Yes, of course. So the policy will keep revising every year.
Okay, okay. And
And you can
inside
always
the
add it. In the last year, the policy was this thing, and you can always add this thing that, okay, this was the policy which we had made. In the last year, we had achieved this target, and now we are revising this target to this.
okay. And inside the second section, which is the policy, what
Right.
should be included?
So in that policy, whatever you choose from Schedule 7, for example, I choose to work for the armed personals, the widows of armed personals, etc., as one of my CSR activity. So then my vision, I will already describe what the vision is. Now I will take this particular thing, the first para, I will only define that this is my policy. So
Right.
it falls under Schedule 7, this is what I've decided. And this will be the policy. So I would be taking care of the widows, opening school for the children of the widows, or contributing or creating a fund for this, helping them set up businesses for the widows of the armed personnel, helping the children of the armed personnel, etc. So then you can define each one of them at a micro level in the policy.
Okay, okay. And are there any administrative or operational provisions other than the
You
budget and expenses?
there is it has not been defined what the policy would be. Now the broad
Yeah.
heads have been brought into consideration after looking. So if you go to the website of ITC, or for that matter, if you go to the website of Aditya Birla, you will find that the policies are right there. So these policies, and they are all very similar. So they have these as their pointers which are there. So yes, some
Hmm.
of them they also have administratives. Some of them have budgets, but some of them have excluded the budget. Some of them have expenditure, but some of them have excluded expenditure. So I think it's all about your corporate, how much of it. Again, as in law, you always say that more the words, the more interpretations are possible. So I think the less you read is better, because then you're shooting yourself on your own foot. The moment it is out, then a lot of interpretations are possible. Then there's a larger amount of check which is there on you, because at the end of the year, when you come up with the CSR report, and if majority of the things which you have mentioned in your policy, if it is not being fulfilled, then it won't be a very heartening sign or a message for that company. So I believe initially you need to be you need
Conservative on the policy.
absolutely it's better safe than never. So you go with a safe this thing once you understand, because for everybody it's a new challenge. So once you can understand the challenges which you will face on the ground implementing these policies, the challenges you will face from the from the litigative point of view, from the compliance point of view, from the accounting point of view, from the reporting point of view, from collaborating with certain partners, from collaborating with the implementing agencies. I believe only then you are in a position to keep expanding the horizons of your policies, to making it more micro than macro in the approach. I think that should be
Right.
a see.
Right.
See, ultimately, it is the impact. Just to, I believe we are closing, or you have any other question which is being left?
No, this is the last question.
Last. So I believe, see, what really matters is that the impact of the CSR should be important. As when I began, I told you that philanthropy is not new to India, or it is
Right.
not even new to the Indian companies. But
Right.
ultimately, the impact of what you do is very important. So majority of, see, when you do a CSR, if you do it just as a business expenditure, now you might be carrying out certain things where you are not compliant with the provisions, you are embezzling fund, you are also doing tax evasion, but you are suddenly, you are also, because it's a mandate, you are also expending that 2%. What kind of that
Right.
impact that 2% will have? What I believe is the intention is to create a positive impact on the society. Just to close it, I remember this story from the ancient times. So this king called Indradumna. So Indradumna was a very old king from the era of Mahabharata, and he was known for his charitable activities. So he would do a lot of CSR as a king. And again, as I told you, it has always been there in our bloods. So Indradumna was the son of Bharat. Bharat was the first king. If you read Mahabharata, Bharat was the first king. So
Right.
Indradumna, he did so many charitable activities that he was, once he died, he went to heaven and he was enjoying his time in heaven. So after a couple of 100 years, the king of heaven, Indra, he came to Indradumna and he told him that, see, son, your whatever charitable activities you had done, the balance sheet is fulfilled now. Your assets and liabilities are equal. So it's time that you leave the indulgence of heaven and you need to go back to the earth. So
Right.
Indradumna was very confused. He said that, see, all my life I did so many charitable activities. I built schools, I built religious places, I gave cows and this and that. How can you say that it can't get over so soon? So Indra tells him that, see, the problem is that now if you go down on earth, okay, let me give you this but leverage, that you go down on earth, you meet people. If you meet even one single living being on the earth who can vouch that yes, you have done certain charitable activities, that who remembers your CSR, then I will call you back to the heaven. And he's traveling around. He sees that everything has changed on earth. So whatever he had built, he couldn't even find the buildings where they were. There were wars and God knows what happened. So he finally goes to this sage. His name was Markandeya, and Markandeya is called Chiranjeevi. He would never die. So he goes to Markandeya, and he asks Markandeya that, do you remember me? I am Indradumna, and do you remember any of the deeds which I have done? So Markandeya just looked at him blankly, and he tells him that, son, I don't remember anything. If you think that I can think of one person who would know it, so then he sends him to an owl. He says that owl is a wise creature, and that owl has lived longer than me. Go to that owl. So he goes to the owl. When he goes to the owl, owl says the same thing, that I don't remember. So owl sends him to a crane, that there is this crane in a lake, you go there. He goes to the crane. So the crane tells him that, okay, see, I don't know, but I know the oldest creature in this world, that's a tortoise. And that tortoise name is Akupada. So Akupada was the king of turtles. So he sends him to the king of turtles, Akupada. So the king goes to this turtle, and suddenly the news is sent to Akupada, and he's sitting on a shore of a lake. The moment he reaches there, Akupada sees the king and he starts crying. He cries like anything, he sobs. And he sobs and he hugs the king, and he suddenly tells him that, oh Indradumna, I'm so blessed that you are here. So Indradumna asks him that, how do you remember me? So he says that, come on, everybody knows you. In my lake, all the organisms in my lake, they know you, all the turtles, they know you. And he says, how? So they say that we know you as the great king Indradumna who did a lot of CSR. And so he said that, how? What CSR did I do? So they say that this lake, it has been made by you. So the king says that I don't even remember making a lake. I don't think so. I had no power to make a lake. How did I make the lake? So he said that this was the impact of your CSR. He said that because you gave a lot of cattle as charity, you gave a lot of cows and buffaloes and herds and goats, etc. Now this was the area which was taken by the shepherds, and they would use it as a pastures. So they would take the cows from here. Because of the hooves, because of the impact of the hooves on the ground, the sand and the dust got unsettled, and there was a gorge which was created in this area. And because of the rainwater, when it collected in this gorge, it became a huge lake. Now, over centuries, this lake has given, it is the source of life and water for all the organisms. And so, therefore, it was the impact of your CSR that we all remember you, because we are alive because of you. So, it's fact. And King Indradumna, quickly there was a divine plane which comes in, and he's suddenly quickly called back to heaven. And if you interestingly, this lake exists in this country. If you go to Jagannath Puri, near 2.7 kilometers from Jagannath Puri, there's a Gudichala temple, and near that Gudichala temple you have this lake called the Indradumna Sarovar, and the turtles I'm talking about are not very far away from there. When you visit the nearby beaches where you have the famous Ridley Scott turtles which are there. So these are the Ridley Scott turtles which are the Akupada at that point of time. So at the end, it is basically the impact of the CSR which has to be measured. So whatever you have undertaken, if the impact is there, then I believe the CSR is a success when it comes to that.
Right, right, right. This was absolutely wonderful, Anjani.
Yeah,
And
thank
I'm
you,
sure
Nando.
this will be very helpful for all our students.
Definitely, no, it was a pleasure communicating that. Thank you.
Thanks, Anjani, and we'll be inviting you again for more sessions,
Definitely,
including.
anytime.
Thanks, and
Thank you.
yeah,
It was an absolute pleasure. Thank you so
I hope
much.
you enjoyed this. Yeah, okay. Thanks. Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye.